Hey guys, so I never really show you guys how small my property really is. We have a little less than a half acre, I think it is. We live right in town. But this is what I do. I come off my deck, which I didn't bore you with that. I see a pile of flower pots. So apparently my neighbor has sent me over some flower pots. So I will be adding these to my collection. It's a nice heavy one. It's pretty cool. This would probably be really nice for some smaller peppers or something. Alright, I'll come over and carry these out. Alright guys, so this is the fence line. And then this is that's about as far back as my backyard goes, right on the other side of the grape arbor. So here is my peach tree, which I feel like I am just suffocating with this net. However, it has saved our peaches. We have not lost any more peaches, so that is a good thing. Let me pause this so I could fix this netting. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, so these are the peaches. As you can see, they're a little bit bigger than golf balls now. There should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Which is good because that's what was there when we netted it. So, alright. Alright guys, and then this is the bush. I kind of want to take that out, but not yet. Now when you come back here, these are the grapes. I do have something eating on my grapes. Look at the holes. But these leaves are still doing pretty well. There's another new leaf growth right here. So it is growing. I didn't expect to get any grapes from these this year, so. Alright guys, that's my fence line right there. Those are the azaleas that if you were watching at the beginning of this year, we took out from the front of the house and cleaned out that area to put in our dwarf apple trees, Adam and Eve, with the seating area in between, and those were the azaleas. We lined them back there against the property line. A little bit more privacy since we don't have a privacy fence. Okay, and then here is the other grapes. These ones, something ate just a little bit on them, not much. I mean, in comparison to the other ones. Not much growth on these, if anything, maybe a couple inches, but I mean, they get a lot of morning sun, and then right now it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That side's still a little bit more sun than this side, but the sun's pretty much gone by like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, which will be fine because as you can see up here, it's still pretty sunny on the top of this, which is where they'll eventually end up. So we have trees right here. However, we just cut down some wisteria branches, so those are starting to open up more, so we're not sure exactly how much of that's going to be there. Alright, the back fence line, the building that we've been working on. Alright guys, so here's some of the beans. I tied them up so they could use this to climb up. I'm not seeing it do it yet, so we'll see if that happens. Those ones are growing pretty strong straight up. Pineapple plants. And then right over here is our deck. So we have the So the blueberries, these ones, the ones on the right hand side, on both sides, they've grown, but the ones on the left haven't really given us any new growth, so we're a little concerned about those. I'm gonna look it up and see which one's which. Alright guys, so then this is the garden. As you can see, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it is pretty shaded. However, I mean, it's not caused any damage. I mean, look at this is one of my Brad's tomatoes. This thing is just getting to be so big. I'm gonna come out here and tie it up just a little bit better. Maybe get the other side of those tomatoes. Maybe tomorrow pick them. All right, and these are, so I mean, this area, I want to say by noon, why does it not focus out here, is completely shaded. But I wanted you to see this. See that stem to that tomato plant? That's the Brad's Atomic. See how purple it is? Beautiful. This is the other side. Not as much green. We're working on it. Look how big and beautiful these eggplant leaves are. Hopefully I get some flowers off that bad boy soon. Let's walk on this side of the tomatoes and peppers. Alright. Just wanted to check on them some more. Look at this guy. Yep. Now, that's a Mara pepper, so I believe, oh, I get it wrong. I always mix that one and the purple up. I believe that's a white pepper. I think the Murasakis are the purples. So I'll just wait for that one to turn. More peppers in here. Sorry guys, I just want to do a walkthrough on this side of these tomatoes so I could check on them a little bit. I feel like monk every time I walk out here because it is such a jungle. But I was watching Jess, for those who know who she is, and I was watching her videos, her garden walkthroughs from last year, and I think it was like July. She was talking about getting ready to plant a second season of tomatoes and everything, and so I think I'm going to start my second round of tomatoes inside soon, so I'll have that. Alright guys, so we've had some cooler days, and I'm thinking that's the only reason these carrots have not gone to seed yet. I'm just getting really worried because I pulled up one, it's in the house, and it was like this big. And then I watched Stive Tribe when Zach pulled up his nebulas, which some of these back there are nebulas, and they were all very small. And they're obviously more experienced than I, so I'm really worried that when I pull these up, I'm going to have next to nothing for carrots. However, these radishes, some of them have been really skimpy, and some of them have been a good size for me. So I do plan on, let's see if I pull this one up. Hold on. Let's leave you there for a second. Alright, so let's see. If I pull this one up, what am I looking at? See? Not very big. And these have been in there for a while. Not very much sun out here though. I'm gonna stick this one back in the ground. I doubt that'll be saved. But I feel like even though they are cold weather crops, they just like a little bit more sun than what they're getting over here. So I probably just killed that one, but it is what it is. I just seen something when I was going to grab that. So here's one of my green beans. Definitely ready to pick. So I'm gonna go up here. I am going to pick this one. Maybe. How come I can't grab it with one hand? That is so weird that it's fighting me that much. Hold on, I don't want to break the other bean. Alright, so there is that green bean. Thinking I need to start bringing my little clippies out here. Hold on, let me go get it. Alright, I just went and grabbed some clips, my hand cutters, because there's a few on this one that I want to take off. So let's see if I could set you up to watch me do it. Of course not. Let's see. That one. And then one, that, where's the other one? Alright guys. Alright, so those are the Kalima beans. I've cut one off earlier and then now I just got 3 more. Not very productive back here, but this is a kind of shaded area. Let's see. Ooh. So look at these. This is my dragon tongue beans. Look how pretty. So I'm gonna let that get a little bit bigger. So pretty. Alright, let's check on my royal burgundies. Alright, so these are smaller, not quite ready. Oops. This one might be ready. What about this one? Nope. You know what? I'm gonna give those one more day. Because if I give them one more day, I might be able to get at least 3. And then mixed with these 3, it's enough for me to eat. Nobody else eats them anyway. Alright. So now let's finish taking you around so you can see what I'm talking about. Alright, so this is the side of my house. This is the south side of my house. Alright. And this is the side we have the lemon trees. Well, lemon tree. So this guy is bigger than our peaches. And many more are getting ready to form right here. So, I mean, this thing is just producing like crazy. And that was from Mackenzie Farm in Scranton, South Carolina. It was a couple hours to get to them, but it was well worth it. This is the orange tree. We did have a couple oranges on it. We had a couple nights of really cold weather, and I'm thinking we lost them then because I haven't seen them. So I'm pretty sure they fell off. This is a plum tree. Again, this was another one that flowered, and we lost everything on it because of the cold weather that came in afterwards. But we're hoping next year we get a nice one. Look at that bug. Yeah. Hopefully he is eating the aphids and stuff that like to hang out on these trees. Alright guys. So this is the front, which I'm surprised is already shaded. I thought it stayed lit just a little bit more, but that's alright. So my aloe, a couple freezing nights, really hurt it, but that's alright. And we have these. These are my my peanut plants growing in here. However, just a little confused on how this flower, oh, there it is. I'm like, there's no purple flowers on my peanuts. What is that? Okay, it's just a weed growing up through. So these are my peanut plants, and they seem to be doing still very well. They're very dark green and just haven't changed color. That one's doing pretty well. They close up whenever the sun's not directly on them. So that's one of my sunflowers right there. Got my pumpkin plant. Look how big these leaves are. So that's one of how thick that stalk is. Alright. Another sunflower. That's a pumpkin back there, not doing as well. Some cucumbers. Another sunflower with a pumpkin back there. Some more pumpkins up here. Look at these sunflowers. I don't know. Should I cut the one back? Oh, I really don't want to. Some more pumpkins. So this is directly in front of my house. So this is the strawberry patch. Now, as you can see, there's no strawberries. I don't know if I planted them too late or what happened, but we did not get any strawberries this year. Not even one. And there is 30 strawberry plants in here, so, but you can see it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's still full sun. So I'm hoping I just planted them late and that they'll come next year. And I'm okay with that. Perennials, I don't mind weeding. But some of the wildflowers came back that we had weeded out, and I obviously need to get in here and weed some more. But that is what the strawberry bed looks like. It's not a strawberry bed right now. That's alright. So these are all, I'm not even sure, some more flowers, and I don't know, I'm not good at flowers, so I can't tell you the names, but there are probably more of those orange and yellow ones right there. So once those open, those will be pretty. Alright, and this is the front of the house. This is Eve. And the arbor, I'm going to grow the cucamelons up. So far, beans right there. Hopefully they're going to attach. And there's Adam. That pear tree right here with my blueberries on each side of it. That's our property line. This is the azaleas. We have not finished getting them all out, but we are almost done. A small peach tree, and then this thing right here. I know you guys probably haven't seen it for months because it just hasn't done anything. I've grown to call it cane, and cane is about to be gone because I'm pretty sure Cane's dead. So Cane has not produced one leaf, not one bit of growth from the top or anywhere. So we are going to send it back. I believe we got it from Willis Nursery, which is where we got Adam and Eve, and they're doing great. But this one was their cheaper one, and Adam and Eve was a more expensive. That said it fruited last year, so we're supposed to be guaranteed fruit this year. And although they look great, I haven't seen any flowers yet. But this one was a cheaper one, and it just didn't take it all. Okay, and then we have this peach tree, which only started getting leaves maybe a couple weeks ago, so started getting some growth. There was a flower or two on here before it had leaves, so it doesn't surprise me that I do not see any peaches that came from that, because I just don't see how they would have lived without the leaves feeding the tree. So we'll see what happens. I'm not a fan of this one. I mean, all of this up here did not get any leaves, so I don't know, does that mean that's dead because it didn't get any leaves at this part, but all this part leaves? I'm gonna have to look it up because that just seems weird to me. And then you have this beast, and I call it a beast because just in a matter of like the last month, I want to say, from here all the way up here, it grew. So from a perspective, that part, all this, it just shot up. So yeah, we're not going to get anything from it this year, but I am fully confident that we're going to get something from it next year. However, I wish I'm walking on my neighbor's property so I could get some of their pear tree a little bit faster. This is my pineapple pear, and I just wish this bad boy had flowers on it already, but not yet. Blueberries are looking good. And then we're back over here to this side of the property line. So that's it, guys. That is the whole area that I'm working with, and it's a lot of shaded area in case you didn't realize. So it has been quite the task trying to get it done. But hey, I have some green beans and maybe some more beans tomorrow. And I have a butterfly. Let's look at this. Oh, it flew away. So pretty. Alright, guys. I will see you on the flip side, and be blessed.